Transformers Rise of the Beasts has introduced a new antagonist, Unicron, and I'd like to give a breakdown of his motives in the movie and how it will influence the events of Transformers 8 and 9. But before I have Optimus Primal save me from the Terracons, I'd like to say hello guys and gals, I'm Nick, and welcome to 30's Feedback. So, set in the 90s, Transformers Rise of the Beasts follows Noah Diaz, an ex-military electronics expert who struggles to keep his family afloat and pay for his younger brother's medical bills. However, his life turns upside down when, in a desperate attempt to steal a Porsche for money, he discovers that the car is an Autobot named Mirage. Noah then learns about Unicron and its mission to destroy planet Earth, which inspires him to join forces with the Autobots, the Maximals, and an archaeologist named Elena to fight back against Unicron and his army of Terracons and Predacons. Unfortunately for Noah and the Autobots, this pursuit proves challenging since Unicron is dead set on fulfilling his purpose with Scourge's assistance. Although Unicron fails to reign supreme towards the ending of Rise of the Beasts, the movie effectively sets him up as a potent threat for the future installments of the franchise by establishing his motives and the extent of his powers. Rise of the Beasts first introduces the Transwarp Key and Unicron in its opening moments. Unicron's heralds, including the Terracons and Predacon drones, arrive at the Maximals' home world to steal a potent piece of technology called the Transwarp Key. Holding the power to open portals through space and time, the Transwarp Key allows its user to instantaneously travel through vast intergalactic distances. Since Unicron's sole purpose is to consume all life across the multiverse, he seeks the Transwarp Key to traverse the cosmic expanse with ease and effectively fulfill his desire to eat planets. Since the Transwarp Key can manipulate space and time, it could also allow Unicron to travel to different dimensions. This in turn would expand his planet-eating endeavours to inaccessible alternate realms of reality that could offer him an endless array of life forms to destroy. As a result, he would become an incredibly potent entity who would not only be capable of annihilating one universe, but the whole multiverse at his will. Therefore, after realizing how the Transwarp Key could make Unicron powerful beyond measure, the Maximals leader, Apelink, put his life on the line to help his fellow Maximals escape their home planet with the key. Rise of the Beasts does not explicitly mention why Unicron sends Scourge and the Terracons to get him the Transwarp Key instead of going to Earth himself. However, it leaves enough room for speculation and discussion. One likely reason why Unicron does not retrieve the Transwarp Key without Scourge's help is his colossal size. Unlike Scourge and the Terracons, he is a massive planet, which could make it challenging for him to navigate Earth and look for a key that is relatively the size of a needle. Considering how the Autobots too send Noah to find the key at the museum because of their inability to infiltrate certain parts of the human world, it makes perfect sense for Unicron to hire lesser beings to do the job. Unicron's incapability to directly get the Transwarp Key may also have something to do with the limitation in his power levels. Since he sends Scourge and the Terracons to Earth, he already seems capable of intergalactic travel to some degree. However, in Rise of the Beasts, he may just not be strong enough to traverse long distances by himself because of his gargantuan size. This explains why he seeks the Transwarp Key. Rise of the Beasts' ending marks Unicron's defeat against the Autobots and the Maximals, who managed to destroy the Transwarp Key in the nick of time. However, his loss in Transformers 7 does not mean he will not return in the movie franchise's future installments. If anything, his loss would only make him all the more scorned and drive him to plot another scheme that would help him consume the energon-rich Earth. Therefore, By positioning Unicron as a looming presence throughout its runtime but not wholly exploring what he is capable of, Rise of the Beasts makes him the new Transformers trilogy's main villain. Despite knowing that destroying the Transwarp Key would mean the Autobots cannot go home anytime soon, Optimus Prime shatters it to prevent Unicron from devouring Earth. Without the Transwarp Key, Unicron will probably have to find other methods to travel across the universe. Since relics and devices like the Transwarp Key, the Allspark and Starsaber have been a consistent part of Transformers lore, the Rise of the Beasts sequel can introduce another powerful item that Unicron can either traverse all the way to Earth or grow strong enough to acquire another means to eat the planet and get his revenge. Scourge's brutal death against Optimus Prime in Rise of the Beasts' closing moments also gives Unicron the opportunity to hire new heralds, who could help him achieve his mission of multiverse domination. This could also open new room for introducing Megatron or Galvatron as the trilogy's secondary villain while Unicron takes over as the main antagonist. Unicron's domineering presence as the villain of Transformers 8 and 9 could also serve as catalyst for reinstating the matrix of leadership in the franchise. In the Rise of the Beasts, the Autobots and Maximals barely steer clear from Unicron's attempt to annihilate Earth. This suggests that to stand a chance against him in Transformers 8 and 9, they will not only have to fight together as a team, but also find another external means to empower themselves. This is where the Matrix of Leadership could come in. Since the artifact is one of the few things Unicron fears in Transformers lore, the Autobots can use it to defeat him when all hope seems lost. Transformers 8 and 9 can also cue in the Transformers and G.I. Joe movie crossover around the same time, which has been hinted at in the Transformers Rise of the Beasts closing scene. What do you guys think? Will Unicron be the main villain in future installments? And will he ever get the chance to devour Earth? Let me know below.